Good evening, I'm Ben Mankiewicz. Welcome to TCM, where, hard as we've tried to fight it, we've gotten caught up in a torrid affair. Two torrid affairs, actually. Tonight's lineup is an indulgent double feature of illicit romances. We begin with a romantic comedy based on a hit play by Bernard Slade, who also wrote the adapted screenplay. From Universal in 1978, Ellen Burstyn and Alan Alda star in Same Time Next Year. The movie's tagline sets up the premise perfectly. They couldn't have celebrated happier anniversaries if they were married to each other. Burstyn and Alda are Doris and George. They are married, happily, we're told, to other people. But when they happen to meet at a charming seaside hotel in Northern California, they fall for each other, leading to a one-night stand that takes an unusual turn. I won't spell it out for those of you who haven't seen the film, but there is a pretty big clue in the title. The movie takes us through their relationship, such as it is, bringing us 5 different, let's call them dates, over a 26-year stretch, starting with their first meeting in 1951. Each of the 5 segments starts with a photo montage of current events, from presidencies and protests to pop culture. Through it all, you see how Burstyn and Alda changed, how they're influenced by the vagaries of life, by the world around them, by their families and friends, and by their own dreams and frustrations. Ellen Burstyn earned a Tony Award for her performance in the Broadway play, which opened to rave reviews in 1975, but casting her in the movie adaptation was no sure thing. Despite the Tony win and an Oscar win the same year for Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore, Universal Studio execs thought Burstyn was too old for this part. The film came to theaters 3 years later. Obviously, they relented and cast Burstyn, but no such luck for the actor who played opposite her on the stage, Charles Grodin, who was not considered a big enough star. I guess it didn't matter that everything Charles Grodin did was magical. That said, Alan Alda is no step down, and his star power was undeniable. At the time, Alda was leading the cast of the hit television comedy MASH. He eventually landed the role of George when the studio's first choice, Al Pacino, didn't work out. Ellen Burstyn earned her 4th Academy Award nomination for this performance, from 1978, directed by Robert Mulligan. Same Time Next Year. Same Time Next Year earned 4 Academy Award nominations: Best Actress for Ellen Burstyn, Best Adapted Screenplay for Bernard Slade, Best Cinematography for Robert Surtees, and Best Original Song, The Last Time I Felt Like This by Marvin Hamlisch and Alan and Marilyn Bergman. Though he didn't get an Oscar nomination, things were going pretty well for Alan Alda, who did earn a Golden Globe nomination for this performance. Alda was also part of the all-star cast of another 1978 comedy, California Suite, working with Jane Fonda. Plus, he was co-starring in a film with Meryl Streep, The Seduction of Joe Tynan, which he had written. It came out the following year, 1979. Alda did all this while on hiatus from his starring role on one of the most successful TV shows in history, MASH. Coming up, the second half of our double feature of extramarital entanglements. From 1945, David Lean directs Celia Johnson and Trevor Howard as proper star-crossed lovers in Brief Encounter. That is next on TCM.
Next on TCM, Brief Encounter, then His Kind of Woman, and later Brainstorm. TCM's got some bright ideas tonight.